Okay, so this question asks us about the motion of the dragster. So we're actually going to go back and take a look at the motion of the dragster. Let me shrink this down a little bit so we can watch. Now watch that dragster very carefully. Remember, it starts from a dead standstill at position 0. And we just watch its motion. And we're actually going to try to graph this once it's all finished. So I know you've already graphed it, but I'm going to try to graph it as well, just to make sure you're doing things correctly. So we're again making a position versus time graph. And notice that I can already make 1 point, because at time 0, you haven't started the clock, the position is 0. So I can go ahead and make my little spot right down there where the two axes get together. Now I make so now 1.1 seconds later, I'm at whatever that position is. It hasn't moved very much. So I'll just kind of make a spot right there. Okay, so notice that an equal amount of time later, because I was 1.1, now I'm at 2.2. And notice that I appear to have changed my position a little bit more in that time interval than the first time interval. And at 3.2, etc., etc., so almost a second later, and notice that it's changed position even more, and so forth and so on. And my graph should wind up looking kind of like yours. Now a second later, notice it moved quite a bit, so it changed its position. Remember that on the y-axis, what we're plotting is position. And so my time has not been changing. It's been changing essentially in equal amounts. But my position has been changing in what appears to be increasing amounts. Now, how do you describe that motion? That's what the question is asking.